Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I decided to talk about first-time mom mistakes. Things that I have done that obviously were a mistake, whether it was a huge mistake, an obvious mistake, and I thought this would be helpful for moms that are pregnant, moms that just had a newborn. I actually have a 6-month-old baby boy, and honestly, I feel like I'm gonna be making mistakes along the way. I think it's a learning curve with the first kid. And hey, if you guys have made mistakes as well, I'm sure we're all learning here. Leave your mistakes down in the comment section below. I'm sure a lot of us would love to read them and learn from them as well. Before we get started, if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Alex, and on this channel, I typically do motherhood videos, lifestyle videos, vlogs, clean with me's, things of that nature. So if you guys are interested in those type of things, please consider subscribing before you leave. And if you like this video, please give it a like. It helps me a ton. And yeah, I think that is it. So let's get started with this video. And I'm gonna share these mistakes in order from like before I had the baby up until like right now. First one that I wanted to share was not having a hospital bag ready to go. So my due date was May 7th and I ended up having Lucas May 5th, so 2 days before my due date. And honestly, I thought I was gonna go past my due date because everybody told me that the first baby always takes longer to come out. So I don't know, for some reason I thought you're gonna go past 37 weeks, and I kept putting off my hospital bag. And then May 4th was one of my prenatal appointments. I told them that I was feeling like a little bit of trickle water. And if you guys don't know my whole birth story, I'm going to link it up above so you guys can see it. It ended up being that my water had been broken since a day before that. So they were already like worried that I was walking around with my water being broken for at least a day. So they told me, you need to go to the hospital now. And I did not have my hospital bag at all. I had some things in there, and the things that I had in there, I was grateful that they were in there. I ended up having a C-section. Had I been more prepared for any of that, not that I wanted a C-section, but if you put things in kind of like preparing you for whatever may come, I don't think you'll regret it. Like, I think I'd rather at that point had more stuff in my hospital bag than less stuff. But my hospital bag was not ready at all. I would definitely have my hospital bag ready at least at 34 weeks. I never did a video on what's in my hospital bag because again, I never really got it ready. I think I had a couple of pajamas in there. I had some flip-flops. I really needed face wash. Like, I feel like I wanted some face wash because when I was in labor, I labored without an epidural for the whole time up until I needed a C-section, and then I got the epidural. But I felt like I was sweating, my hair was nasty, I needed a brush. There were so many things that I needed. So have your hospital bag ready. Even if you think it's too early to have it ready, have it ready. Child seat, we didn't have the child seat in the car. We had the base installed. When my fiance and I went to the hospital, we got there without the car seat. And luckily, because of COVID, he couldn't go in right away. So he actually had to wait, I think, an hour before they let him in. So he actually went home and got the car seat, put it in the base, and then we were good to go. The next thing that we did wrong, or kind of like a mistake, all of our registry items, all of the gifts that we bought, even things that we actually bought with our own money, we ended up opening it up and setting it up on the nursery and kind of just putting things away. And the mistake was that we didn't keep our packaging. So when Lucas actually came and started using some of the things, and I kind of got a hang of things that I didn't like and things that I favored, the things that I didn't like, we tried returning, and some of the items were not accepted because we didn't have the packaging. We just completely threw some of the things away, and luckily Sergio has a way with words and the manager made an exception, but I know it's not the case everywhere. Target and Amazon are one of the best places when it comes to returns, as far as I think any items. But like with the baby items, they took back things without packaging, no problem. The one store that did give us the fuss, where Sergio actually had to kind of butter up the manager, was Bye Bye Baby. Their return policy is so annoying, and even more annoying with COVID. And I think had we kept the packaging, it would have been a lot easier. So keep the packaging of items as you go. If you realize you don't like something, then you put back in the packaging, you have your baby registry as proof of purchase or receipts if you buy it yourself, and then returning items should not be that hard. One thing that we weren't able to return was our bassinet. Coffee break. And I think we paid for that bassinet ourselves, so it's a shame that we couldn't return it. So keep your packaging. This can also be like something that you would make a mistake before having the baby, is do not wash your clothes or your baby's clothes all at once. I guess it kind of goes hand in hand with like returning stuff, because if you wash things and then later on realize that he no longer fits in it, you could return it. But I took off the tag, I washed it, and I wasn't able to return them. But again, Amazon is amazing for that. Sometimes Target is like kind of like hit or miss. If you guys are doing your registry, I would definitely consider doing an Amazon registry, but that's beside the point. Don't take the tags off, don't wash them until you need them. And if you later on decide that you don't need them or he doesn't fit in it for that specific season, then you can return them. This is one mistake that we actually did right out of the hospital. As soon as we got our baby and on the way home, I actually had to tell Sergio, pull over. So, okay, let me rewind. We had our baby seat, we had him tied up, and we started driving off, and I kept looking at Lucas, and he was crying, but I knew he was just crying because he just was not happy in the car seat. But I kept looking at the seat buckle, and I'm like, something doesn't look right. And I actually had to go into my phone, look up a picture of how the seatbelt should look with the baby inside of it, and I realized that we buckled him incorrectly. So we pulled over, we fixed it, and then kept driving. But that's something that I should have like looked up. Like it didn't even occur to me to look up how to use a seatbelt. I don't know. As I'm saying it, I feel really stupid because it seems like something that should come naturally, but we were driving for at least 2 to 3 minutes until I realized this is not the way the seatbelts should look. I don't even remember how he tied it or how he was in it, but it was something like completely stupid. Like I don't know. Yeah, so make sure you know how to buckle your baby into the car seat. Do not make the same mistake we did. Another mistake that we did that I had no idea. This one, again, it has to do with safety. I feel like a lot of them have to do with safety. I'm so bad. We were out one time and I was Instagramming like a story. And we had Lucas in the stroller. He was in a car seat. We have the Upper Baby Vista, so you could actually use your car seat on the stroller. It was a hot summer day, and I just thought, let me just unbuckle him, and we just used the stroller. And it didn't occur to me that that was unsafe until one of my followers politely told me that I should buckle him down even if he's not in the car. As soon as she told me that, I quickly buckled him up. She told me that she learned the hard way and something happened. I think her baby fell out and he or she wasn't buckled, and that was not cool to think that that could happen to my baby. So I was grateful for her. She was actually a little embarrassed to tell me what to do, but things like that, if you guys have things like that that are important to tell me, I don't care. Like, I am a newbie here. I have no idea. I'm learning as I go. I'm sure a lot of you guys are. And if you guys haven't had your baby and you guys are pregnant and watching this video, you are gonna make mistakes, and that's okay. But it's nice to have people that are nice enough to tell you these things in a nice, polite way. I don't mind. So yeah, that was something really nice of her to tell me. Ever since then, he's always buckled, and even if he's not in the car, like while we're moving, if he's still in the car seat, he's buckled. One of the mistakes that I did, like kind of like later on, I think, what was it, like just last month, sometimes I bottle feed him, and this happens usually like at night right before his bedtime. I'll give him a bottle, and I feel like he was dragging forever to finish that bottle. I didn't realize that you have to change the nipple based on the age. I think you're supposed to change it at 3 months. I didn't change it until he was 5 months, and now just thinking about it, I feel horrible. He was probably using all of his might to get that milk out of the bottle, and when I finally switched over to a faster, I think it's actually a medium flow nipple. Your baby is exclusively bottle feeding, then for sure keep that in mind that I think after 3 months you're supposed to change the nipple flow just to kind of accommodate to their sucking strength. So yeah, lesson learned on that one. Next mistake that I've done, I think it's happened to me once where I've needed to change him and I didn't bring an extra outfit in my diaper bag. So since then I've always had an extra outfit, but it took me that one time to realize that you need an extra outfit. And I think till this day, I don't even have an extra outfit for me. I've heard people say you need an extra outfit for yourself as well. And one of my friends actually went through something where she actually needed a change of clothes as well. And I think she said she had something. I can't remember if she had something for herself, but yeah, you need an extra outfit for your baby. 2, even if you're gonna be out for a long time. But I need to put something in the book bag for myself as well, because the day is gonna come where I'm gonna need it and I'm gonna feel stupid if I don't. Another mistake that I did was just grabbing my diaper bag. I feel like I mentally like just know that there's always diapers, wipes, and diaper rash cream in there, and I never like feel like the need to check. And so one day I took my baby to my sister's house. She was gonna look after him, and when I came back to pick him up, she told me that there was no wipes in the wipe container for the diaper change. And luckily I had actually given her a big like new pack of wipes just to keep at her house, and so she had to open that one. But it never really occurred to me to like just check, because we don't, especially because of COVID right now, we don't go out as often. So I feel like we don't like go through the diaper bag that quickly, like whatever's in there. But yeah, always check before every outing to make sure that you have what you need in your diaper bag, because you don't want to get stuck buying stuff that you don't need because you have them at home. So that's another mistake that I've done that's happened to me. I'm a little embarrassed about this one. Again, it has to do with his safety, but I think I am more vigilant now. He's just becoming a lot more active. Like I said, he is 6 months. He's been really, really active right now. He was, see, this is why I feel even stupider, because he was right next to me. I wasn't away from him. He was literally right next to me. And I was talking to my fiance, and as I turned around, he was already like mid-roll, head really close to the floor, but I don't know, my mom reflex just like kicked in and I caught him. Do not keep your eyes away from your baby for too long, if at all. Since that happened, this was just like 2 weeks ago. He's just at an age where I just have to keep my eye on him for everything. And it sounds so like duh, but I don't know. It just happened. Something else that I think I thought I'd mention, I wish I would have allowed my fiance to be more hands-on with the baby. And I know I give him a little bit of stress when it comes to like him handling Lucas. I think I'm getting better at it, and I think he realizes it, because he's kind of jumping in when it comes to like Lucas fussing or, you know, waking up at night and stuff like that. But at the beginning, I feel like I would get mad if he would get up. And he even told me at one point where it was like, you know, if I get up, you get mad. If I don't, you get mad. I don't know what to do. So if I had to do it all over again, I would just trust him and not look at him the whole time that he's dealing with Lucas. Kind of give them their space. They're going to figure it out their way, and Lucas is going to kind of accommodate himself to whoever's handling him, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I think just trust your spouse when it comes to them dealing with the baby their way. Another thing, and you know what, I haven't done it. I need to do it. I didn't know it was a thing that you need like kind of like a poopy diaper bag. You know, like poopy bags that we have for dogs. Apparently it's a thing where you have to have some sort of like poopy bag, diaper bag in your diaper bag. So when you're out in public, you don't just throw the diaper in the trash can. I didn't know. And I think we were at a doctor's office. I think I asked the nurse, like, can I throw it away here? And she's like, well, you are the last patient, so it's fine. Normally, we suggest you having like a diaper, like a poopy bag. I don't know what they're called. At another doctor's office, they actually gave me one. They offered it. They didn't even give me an option to ask. I need to buy these things. I haven't bought them yet, and it's like another item that I need to put in my diaper bag. So I actually need to do like what's in my diaper bag. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. Last but not least, this, I don't know if, I mean, yeah, I guess it's a mistake. It always happens to me at Target. I'm just glad that I'm not forgetting Lucas. And a lot of you guys, when I told my story on Instagram, where they were telling, a lot of my followers were like, yeah, you're just lucky you're not forgetting Lucas. 3 times it's happened to me. When I go to Target, for some reason, I always forget my items that I pay for. And usually, like, the first time it happened to me, I was at the self-checkout, so the guy who was right behind me that was about to use the register that I was at caught it and looked at me, and I was like, yeah, I forgot my stuff. So I went back. The other time I've gotten further and then they've stopped me and said, hey, this is yours. You forgot it. Okay. The third time, oh, this is the one that I shared on Instagram. The third time I had somebody helping me because I was having some issues with the app on with Target. And so the lady was helping me. She got whatever to work and then I paid and then I left. Got in my car, put Lucas out of the stroller into the car seat, put the stroller in the back in the trunk. I got into my driver's seat, started the car, and then realized that I forgot my stuff. What was most embarrassing is that after I realized that my stuff was not with me, I had to do everything reverse, take Lucas out, put the stroller in, and I had people watching me, which was worse. And it was a fairly cold day, but I was sweating underneath my coat because I was just so embarrassed. And I went back in there, and the lady, as soon as she saw me, she's like, yeah, you forgot your bags. I'm like, this is like the third time. Something always happens to me at Target. Again, if you guys have other mistakes that have happened to you as a first-time mom, I would love to know that I'm not alone. So share those in the comment section below, and then hopefully we all learn from each other's mistakes. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.